Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the RootClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bears offense will have first crack at this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finding an escape route. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on the team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Taylor wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Touchdown, Missouri State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The best.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Taylor wants to throw. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off the defender. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Golden Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. 4th down and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bears will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes past those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk for a minute about Southern Miss. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the single back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's up to 47 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Might as well give it to him again. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hodges. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Finds his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job. Executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together to really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Taylor wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. Fighting off the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. That one will give them the lead. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for you.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll run it from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hodges. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Bears will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Taylor wants to throw. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to looking for a huge play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still running at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Missouri State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And had those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Golden Eagles in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Find some fresh air. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Taylor wants to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears!
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point, splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Grimes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth. Fires one high and deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The give to Davis. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I